Not jammed.
Oh, hi.
Victor, we're streaming. Hey everyone, I'm Alexis the Eco Queen. Love me. I know you do. Anyway. Today we're looking at Warhammer Fest Europe, a live vlog. So, I have with me my Godwin Diaz pattern bolt pistol. It is beautiful and lovely, and I love everything about it. It is a good pistol. It is strength 4, AP nothing, with a good sized clip and no modifications just yet. But that's not important. What is important is that we're going to be taking a look at all of the crazy things announced at Warhammer Community. And I gotta admit, I'm in kind of an abusive relationship with GW right now, because they keep taking from me. They give me lovely, lovely little treats, and they just keep taking from me. And I hate to say it, but my wallet's empty. I'm just kidding, obviously. Just kidding, obviously. You know, somebody's gonna be there and yelling at me for that one. So, I do have Victor with me, apparently. He's going to be helping me take questions and whatnot. So,
I said hi to everyone on stream.
Yeah. If you guys don't know Victor, he's my fiance, as well as being Viggy the GM, the person who does all of the lore on the channel, as well as doing Queen's Court.
Mm-hmm.
So, with introductions out of the way, let's jump right into this. So. Viggy, are you on the Warhammer community page?
I am, and I'm opening up the live blog now.
Okay. Well, since Viggy has a lovely voice, let's hear him read this.
Well, where do I start?
Start right at the top, 3 p.m.
Let's see. 3 p.m. Activities and demos. Warhammer Fest Europe is in full flow, with over 1,000 eager Warhammer fans joining us in Dusseldorf and seeing all sorts of cool stuff up close for the first time. This event isn't just about seeing cool new stuff, though. There's also loads to do. Some of the most popular...
Wait, hang on.
Go ahead.
Just make sure you take breaks in between the pictures, okay? Anyway. Okay. So if you guys have never been to a Warhammer convention or a wargaming convention, I highly suggest that you do. I'm going to be at Nova as well as LVO and Adepticon almost every year. I'm even planning a trip to go to Valhalla, which is something that Wargamer Girl hosts, which is extremely fun, and I highly suggest everybody go to that. These events include a ton of things to do: tournaments, open play, huge organized narratives, apocalypse, and it's mind-blowing because of how big and how cool these things are. And you won't run into those internet trolls you run into on like Facebook and things like that. These are the players who are actually committed to the game itself and are actually excited about it. Also, if you guys do happen to go to Nova this year, hit me up because we can get a game in. So yeah. I actually made sure that I have a free schedule just for gaming against fans. Because I'm nice. Alright. So we got some cool pictures of people looking at cool stuff while looking at people looking at cool stuff. And then we got people looking at lines of people waiting to look at cool stuff. And this guy just cutting the entire thing holding a pizza. These guys still trying to read their codexes as they enter. This guy getting into a rules... Like, this guy right here is in a rules debate with this person. Like, that's what's happening right now. This one guy back here... Let's go with the blue guy right here. This blue guy back here, he decided that he wanted to point something out in the lore that wasn't quite right, and now everybody else is checking and making sure they double take and read over the lore to make sure he's wrong. This guy has a weird hairstyle. Let's move on.
Some of the most popular activities today have been 2 demos of new licensed card games.
Okay.
Warhammer Age of
Licensed
Sigmar.
card games, just silly, silly, silly.
So we
I
skip.
actually want to try it out. Continue.
Warhammer Age of Sigmar Champions, there's a mouthful, is a card game set in the Mortal Realms. The game saw its worldwide release early this month and has already gained a massive global following with literally millions of cards sold around the world already. The Champions team are at Warhammer Fest in Force this weekend, showcasing the new game.
I gotta say, this is kind of a throwback to when they did this a long time ago. They did this back around 2nd and 3rd edition. They had the TCG Warhammer 40k game. And I mean, maybe if it comes out with 40k, I might get into it. It's already probably a thing. But I don't know that for certain just yet, so we will have to wait and see. The TCG game kind of looks interesting, though. Not gonna lie. But I'm not really too interested in it, so yeah. Let's skip right to 1 p.m.
Alrighty. 1 p.m. Black Library. The Buried Dagger. After 12 years, more than 50 books, and loads of short stories and audio dramas, the Horus Heresy series is coming to an end, making way for the Siege of Terra, a new set of books that will follow the greatest conflict mankind has ever known in more detail than ever before. The final book of the Horus Heresy before the Siege will be The Buried Dagger, a tale of betrayal, woe, and the final tragic collapse of the Death Guard. This moment has been a pivotal and iconic part of Horus Heresy lore for decades, and we're incredibly excited to finally hear the full story.
Alright, stop right there.
Yeah? The good bits are coming.
Well, the Death Guard lore has always been one of those things that it's just like, oh yeah, they fell. Well, how'd they fall? Well, Mortari got tricked by Nurgle, who released a disease aboard his ship, and then everybody was starting to die, and then it was give yourself up to Nurgle, or yeah, whatever. So I'm interested to see how that happens, because that might play into the lore of the channel with the Sons of Garrow. Okay, continue.
Here's writer James Swallow with more info. When I wrote my first Horus Heresy novel, The Flight of the Eisenstein, that book was built around the narrative of key events in the history of the Death Guard and the venerable battle captain Nathaniel Garrow. So, having The Buried Dagger, my last book to bear the Horus Heresy banner, return to both the 14th Legion and Straight Arrow Garrow appeals to my sense of synchronicity.
You know what? I love that. I love that. Straight Arrow Garrow.
Boo.
No,
Boo.
that is good, and I love it.
Boo! The Death Guard, their Primarch Mortarion, and Garrow have all taken troubled roads to reach this point, and like a lot of the narratives in this saga, their story is a mirror of the greater tragedy of the Horus Heresy, and in this novel, each of them will pass a point of no return that will change them forever. I feel privileged to be the writer who got to end this chapter of the saga and light the way to the next. Prepare yourselves for the siege. Thanks, James. Thanks, Chuck. While we're sure that The Buried Dagger will be a bittersweet read, it looks like a fitting end for this epic chapter of Warhammer 40,000 lore. The Siege of Terra promises to be the incredibly exciting and worthy successor to the Horus Heresy.
So,
Forge World has been showing off a host of new models, range games,
let's not get to
blah,
that
blah,
yet.
blah. Okay, so that was just
Let's talk about the Siege of Terra and Mortarion really quickly, because Mortarion is one of those Primarchs that's kind of... He's big, he's important, but he's not really important. Like, he's not even really favored by his god, which is rather interesting, because you have Tzeentch and Magnus, you have Khorne and Angron, thank you. I couldn't remember his name. I was going to say Khorne and Karn, but oops. Mortarion isn't liked as much as his first captain. Not first captain. As much as... Wait, was he the first? No, Nathaniel Garrow is the first captain.
No, Callus Typhon is the first captain.
He was the first captain. Okay, I always get those two confused. So that's my bad. But yeah, Nurgle likes Typhus better than he likes Mortarion, which is really funny considering one is exponentially stronger than the other. But,
and even Horus doesn't like Mortarion that much. For instance, go ahead.
That's got to be a little bit, like... Man, could you imagine being him? He's just like, I just want to prove myself, and nobody likes him.
Even slight spoiler-ish for Slaves to Darkness, the newest Horus Heresy book. In that book, all the evil, the fallen Chaos Primarchs are supposed to get, a final get-together before everything happens. Mortarion just gets sent off to Terra to be the first guy in the wave. He barely even gets a chapter for himself.
Oh my god, that's kind of embarrassing. Like, you have all the Primarchs sitting there together, and then Nurgle walks in, and Horus just looks at him. Oh my god, dude, just go right in. Just go ahead, attack them first. Ugh.
It wasn't even Horus who told him to go. It was Malagurst, the equerry.
He didn't even talk to a Primarch.
Horus didn't even tell him himself. To be fair, there are story reasons for that, which I won't get into.
Oh, poor Mortarion.
Yeah, he kind of pisses and moans about the whole thing, but he does go anyway. And I think that scene actually leads into this story premise.
All right, that's pretty cool, actually, because I don't know how I feel about him, but Nathaniel Garrow, he's bae. Like, Vicky, you're awesome, and I love you to death, but Nathaniel Garrow.
Well, he's dead and I'm not.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't. He has never been confirmed dead.
Well, you'll see him confirmed dead before this is over.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah-huh. Let's keep moving.
Okay. So, Horus Heresy.
As we get closer to the release of Horus Heresy Book 8, Malevolence, we've been getting some eagerly awaited peeks at new models for the Blood Angels. We managed to get another look at the magnificent at the Blood Angels Praetor, plus our first peek at the Blood Angels Contemptor. What legion would be complete without one? So then we have some very artistic models.
We're going to take a look at these two models for a second. I honestly love the Blood Angel models. They're so artistic in their design, and they're so kind of gaudy, but in a good way. Like, in a really, really, really good way. Like, just, this guy looks awesome. Like, I would just use him as a captain in 40k as well. And then we have him without a helmet if you want to be dumb. I don't know why you would ever... Although, I gotta see if this is on the other model as well. It's not. Okay, look at this. The hand isn't glued on. That's really funny. The hand at the wrist isn't glued on. See, that's what happens when you don't put on your helmet and you're a Space Marine captain.
Your hand gets unglued?
Your hand gets unglued and you have a stupid haircut. And a really weird shaped face.
I mean, his haircut isn't that bad.
He looks like a soy boy.
I don't know about that.
Anyway, the next guy is awesome.
Yeah.
There's just something about Cataphracte and Tartarus armor that I just love. It's...
Still can't pronounce that word.
Cataphracte.
Cataphracte.
Whatever. You're a nerd. Anyway,
well,
I really, really, really like this armor. I really like this armor set because it looks so much cooler than Indominus Terminator armor. And the Twin Bolter just looks cool. I love everything about this model right here. This is an amazing model. If you are playing Blood Angels, you need to get this. Then we move down to the Dreadnought, which has a plasma weapon in the wrist. The plasma blast gun, that's cool. We also have the carries assault cannon in his other. Mask of Sanguinius down on his leg, which is really cool. Ood Angle written across his chest. And he just looks really badass. Like, the Contemptor Dreadnought has always looked cool to me. I really like Contemptor Dreadnoughts. I really like Derodeo Dreadnoughts. I really like Leviathan Dreadnoughts. And speaking of Leviathan Dreadnoughts, he has nipple assault cannons. Hey babe, when I finally die in glorious battle and get put into a dreadnought, please put me into a Leviathan dreadnought with nipple nipple assault cannons.
Promise nothing.
Oh, come on, Peas.
That depends on the situation, though.
Fine. But looking at this guy, he's got the Leviathan setup, like, except with twin assault cannons, so it makes him a lot better. I wonder if you can use him in
auto cannons?
No, those are assault cannons on his nipples.
Oh, right.
So the cool thing about Blood Angels in 30k is any heavy flamethrower can be swapped out for an assault cannon. So it's kind of awesome that a Land Raider could, like, just almost any vehicle they have can have an assault cannon on it. So let's read above it really quickly. Contemptor Dreadnoughts are pretty cool, but that's not all. Blood Angels will be the first Legion ever to receive a custom chassis for the mighty Leviathan Dreadnought. After all, you can't obliterate your enemies and look beautiful. You can't obliterate your enemies and look beautiful doing it. Then you're really a Blood Angel. I must be a Blood Angel because every time I destroy my enemies, I look gorgeous doing it.
Do you drink the blood of your enemies?
No, that's gross. I drink iced tea.
Then you're not a Blood Angel.
Good. They're lame anyway. Man.
Alrighty. Moving down.
We're up to for every Legion.
2 popular console choices will be at long last receiving models of their own. These flexible champions are key to any Space Marine Legion list, offering a range of bonuses to your army as well as opening up all sorts of thematic opportunities. Very soon you'll be able to add a Vigilator, a ruthless sniper who lends his expertise in scouting and infiltration to your units, or a machine mastering Praevian to your Horus Heresy army.
Okay, so they are cool choices. Back when I did play 30k, which I don't play as much. Actually, I haven't played a game in almost 6 months. But I do want to get back into Horus Heresy because I did find that the community is still there. So I do want to try it at Nova. I want to get a crash course in it again to try to learn. I mean, it is pretty much 7th edition, but I do want to point out something. For those of you that are fans of the channel, longtime fans, or just casual watchers of my battle reports, you know that 4th Company Chapter Master, 4th Company Captain Narastani, Master of... Oh god, what was she the Master of? I have her full title written down somewhere. But anyway, you know that she is a cyborg. She is not a Space Marine, she is just a cyborg with Space Marine armor on her. I'm going to be buying this model for her. I'm going to be replacing the head with just a helmet because Narastani is not stupid. And I'm probably going to be replacing the backpack with a jump pack and giving this model a power scythe. But it really captures the aesthetic that I really wanted for Narastani, which is that she is a cyborg. There is nothing left under that. So I think this model would work perfect for that. Tell me what you guys think after this video goes. Tell me right now or tell me in the comments and link in the description down below. Or link in the description. Just comment down below. I'm tired. This guy would be a cool conversion for... what is the Ultramarine dude's name? The one that trained Kalgar.
Sergeant, what's his face? Tellian, there we go.
I actually own Sergeant Tellian. I own all the Ultramarines characters. Alright, moving on from there, we have Adeptus Titanicus. Now, before we go into Adeptus Titanicus, I want to say something. I did say that the game itself for $300 was not worth it, but after sitting down with my buddy Adam from Masters of the Forge, we went over it, and you can get into this game relatively cheap and do a slow grow. I think it's kind of worth it. It's actually a pretty fun skirmish game. And from what I've seen and who I've talked to, I do believe this game will be supported next year. Like heavily supported next year, including a bunch of different models and all sorts of new things. And yes, I am aware that right after my video, they announced the Warhound. I was really upset by that because I was just like, I literally, like within an hour, somebody pointed it out to me and I was just like,
yeah.
this is the custodian video all over again. They suck. I get tabled by them. I'm just like, I get it. I get it. I made a mistake.
I feel like GW is trolling you.
Do you remember the whole Spartan Land Raider incident? I built the Spartan Land Raider 2 days later, Duncan does. And then we had a giggle about it. It was great.
Hee hee.
Alright, let's go over what it says.
Adeptus Titanicus. Today is the launch of Adeptus Titanicus, with pre-orders beginning to arrive across the planet. This is just the beginning of what will be a fully supported game system with all sorts planned for the future. The more observant among you would have noticed that the Adeptus Titanicus rulebook, weapon cards, and command terminals are all full of references to the Warhound Titan. The very observant among you would also have noticed that Forge-Rolled Warhound Titan, while wonderful, is perhaps a mite big for your games. Well, good news. There's a teeny tiny Adeptus Titanicus-sized Warhound on its way, and soon, here's a preview of what it looks like.
Okay, I get it.
Oh.
I get it. I feel like that entire part right there was directed at, ha ha ha, you're wrong, Alexis. Get over it. And I'm just sitting here like, alright, fine, you brought Warhounds in, I'll play. You got me. Meh. Although we do have a variety of weapons. We have the Flamestorm Cannon. Ooh, that's one of my favorites. Oh, and we just got a super chat. Thank you so much. Loving that GW is stepping up and finally pushing new products, as long as they don't start axing other things from being playable on the tabletop. So far, they haven't. There are a few things. There are a few exceptions. But so far, I haven't noticed anything being fully pushed aside just yet. So I might be wrong there, considering I'm wrong about almost everything. But we have the Giant Firestorm Cannon. We have the Twin Turbo Laser Destroyers, which is my personal favorite weapon on the Titan. We also have the Vulcan Mega Bolter and Plasma Blast Gun. The Titanic Puppers.
Moving on?
Yep.
With that, you'll have all the Titans you need to make any of the maniples in the main rulebook. But rest assured, there's still a lot more to come, with weapons, Titans, and more in the pipeline. Like Necromunda, Blood Bowl, and the Middle-earth strategy battle game, Adeptus Titanicus will combine plastic and resin kits to bring you a range of expansions for your models, not to mention awesome new terrain. We've had a look at the first Adeptus Titanicus releases from Forge World with an incredible pair of pre-sculpted boards that give you an instant ruined cityscape to battle over. These boards have been designed to be fully compatible with the Civitas Imperialis kit, letting you stack your buildings directly onto specially designed fittings.
In other words, you can't use other people's buildings. No.
Well, you can set up just your own board.
I do want to point out something really quickly. And I do want to take a shot and say, I was a little bit right. It is worth waiting for. Now, my whole main complaint about the initial release was the $300 price tag for what you got. I felt that it wasn't good enough. Not good enough. It's a really good value. But I knew that there was going to be more, so I want to wait until the rules are fully out for everything that can be released for it. I mean, we haven't even seen what the Adeptus Titanicus can really do yet. We haven't seen all of the stuff from the original Titanicus nor Epic. And I want to see what other races are going to be bringing to this, because let's be real, we know other races have Titans, so leaving them out is just silly. So I'm interested to see what the when they finally release some Tyranids or Eldar or things like that. And I know this is set in 40k, but kind of like Battlefleet Gothic, this is just going to be the name of it. So we don't know what's fully in the works just yet.
Stompas when?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Stompas, Gargans, Quadruped Eldar Titans, Slanesh Titans, Let's see Slaanesh Emperor Titans. Let's see Nurgle ones. Let's see what they can really do with this game. And I want to take a step back and wait. That is my whole goal with this, is to wait and see how it turns out. Also, Middle-earth strategy battle game, the game that has literally changed its name 4 times in the last 10 years.
Yeah, they should just stop.
No, they shouldn't. They have the license to it, and they can keep making exclusive products for it. It's really cool, actually.
Yeah, but is anyone actually buying that game?
Yeah, I've actually seen quite a few people playing it.
Odd. Oh yeah, there's also that Lord of the Rings TV show coming out, so that should do something.
And now we have Necromunda.
In just under a year, we've seen Necromunda grow enormously, with all but one of the iconic clan houses, that would be House Delac for those who know Necromunda lore, now represented in glorious plastic, a rogues gallery of bounty hunters from Forge World, not to mention 4 jam-packed gang war expansion, and a bristling armory of upgrade kits. In short, the future is bright for this dark corner of the Imperium, with even more cool stuff on the way. In the short run, you can look forward to some new kit for Condor. Need some flamers? Of course you do. Meanwhile, for when cleansing Prometheum won't cut it, we reckon this sinister executioner will come in handy.
Alright, stop right there.
Alright.
So, let's take a look at these models. We've already seen most of these models. They look kind of neat. Some of them look a little bit like,
Klansmen?
I don't want to say that on my channel, but...
I mean...
Yeah?
Yeah?
I mean, they do make some really good 40k cultists.
They look like Imperial cultists.
Yeah, but with the word of Lorgar, you never know.
I mean...
I want to see a Ragnar model riding a Wolfhound Titan. Like I said, Wolfhound instead of Warhound. That makes me happy. Okay, look, I'm sorry, but I cannot take this model seriously, and I don't think a certain audience would either. This guy has nooses around his neck and a big hood. Oh,
look at the painted version then.
No, I am.
Oh, you are? Yeah. He's,
Yeah, nope, we're not even going to comment on it. We're just going to move right on and not even mention it at all in any way, shape, or form. And let's just talk about the cool stuff that's happening.
Oh yeah, moving on. 11 a.m. Rogue Trader, Orks, Endless Spells, Sisters of Battle, and more.
Yeah, look, I like how they just casually like, yeah, Sisters of Battle are here too, by the way. It's just like, no, Sisters of Battle.
Well, we'll get to it when we get to it.
Also, gotta say this, the Rogue Trader announcement, hilarious. If you haven't seen it, I actually I made my thumbnail, watched this video, remade my thumbnail because there was a Nurgling holding a martini glass. And it is the cutest thing in the world.
Games Workshop not taking itself super grimdark anymore? What gives?
Okay, 11 a.m. Rogue Trader revealed early hints at what Adeptus Sororitas can look forward to. Another incredible orc buggy, which I'm super excited about. Warhammer community and studio previews. A seminar that gives lucky fans the opportunity to be among the first to find out what's next for Warhammer 40k. Has just closed its doors following the thrilling set of unveiling. I'm sorry, I'm looking ahead at the Rogue Trader stuff because I'm kind of excited about Rogue Trader. That's what I'm waiting for to get into Kill Team. Also, I do actually have a Rogue Trader box now, so I do have a Kill Team. I actually have 2 Kill Teams. I have Genestealer cults as well as just Genestealers, as well as 4 Lictors. I do want to put out some battle reports for it, but I can't get a consistent audience for it. It's just really hard for me right now, especially being that I travel over an hour to go out and play a game and then travel an hour to get back. So it is a bit difficult to go out there multiple days.
Wait, you said consistent audience. Do you mean consistent opponents?
Well, no, I actually do mean consistent audiences. I have been looking at it, and it's one of those hit and miss things.
Have you ever put up a Kill Team video?
Yes, I have.
How long ago was that?
7th edition.
Oh, wow, that's a long time ago. You should probably try again.
Maybe, but I only get to do 1 game a week if I'm lucky.
Maybe you can get in like three kill team games?
Probably not. Because of the summer league that's happening at my locals.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that kind of takes up a lot of time. Let's get right back to this.
Alrighty. Kill Team Rogue Trader. All can be revealed at last. What exactly is Kill Team Rogue Trader? Kill Team Rogue Trader is a massive expansion to Kill Team that is something for every kind of player. Kill Team has offered us a chance to explore the 41st millennium in ways that were never previously possible, with its intimate ground-level scale letting us peek into the darker corners of the lore. Kill Team Rogue Trader is a milestone for the Warhammer, bringing rogue traders and their crews, the daring colonizers who claim new territory for the Imperium, to life in miniature form for the first time since Inquisitor. That's a while ago. These miniatures are truly incredible, exploring in astounding detail a part of the lore previously only dwelled in novels or background.
Now, stop right there.
Alrighty.
So, what's cool about this is it actually paves the way for, say, inquisitorial acolytes, for dark heresy. It offers up a lot of different things, like all of the 40k RPG games might actually be represented in Kill Team, which is why I'm kind of really excited for this. So, I gotta say, kind of excited about this, like, a lot. And on top of all of that, like we said last week, like 2 weeks ago, when me, Scruffers, and Wargamer Girl got together and did our first podcast, which we're still working out the kinks to, so be patient on that. We talked about really powerful female leads that are not Space Marines, because we don't want that. And here we have it. We literally have a female rogue trader who is awesome, hilarious, and gives the vibe of the 60s, which is something that I really liked because it wasn't serious. It was just interesting, and the model range is kind of nice now that we're finally seeing them outside of just blurry pictures. Also, we have the bestest boy in the entire galaxy just sitting here. Just saying, we have a Doberman on as a miniature. I'm gonna get a whole squad of these things.
Aww.
It's adorable.
The bestest boy.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only the bestest of dogs.
Aww.
I love Doggo.
Oh yeah,
I love that it chases a servo skull.
If you look into the upper right corner and find the hat with the green feather, I think that is.
Yep, that's the rogue trader.
That indeed is the rogue trader. I'm trying to find her name.
Yep, and you also have her medic, an assassin with her, which is kind of cool.
Oh, and to the left of the rogue trader, you have the Electro Priest representative for the Mechanicus. Mm-hmm. Looking cool. Also, he's wearing armor. What a heretic.
Okay, so let's keep looking at these models. We got some cool maggots. These would... Like, here's the thing. You can use these for all sorts of things if you just want to put them into 40k. Like, Ogrins. These things would make perfect Ogrins. For any rogue Imperial or Chaos Fleet. Oh, man. Just look at the maggots, too. The maggots are really neat. The Nurglings look very nice. You got the guy with all the melts on his stomach. That's pretty... It's pretty cool. You got the skull, the silver skull over here. It looks like a Necron, I'm not going to lie. You have the flies and everything back here. This would make... If you actually incorporated these into a Nurgle army, you can get a very unique looking force very quickly. So yeah, I'm interested to see how all of you guys convert these models, or if you actually just keep them as is and paint them up.
They are Nurgle mutants, I think?
Yep.
Yes, the mutated crew of the New Dawn. Moving on?
Yep, the Kill Team Rogue Trader box.
Here, let's see. Let's see. Your rogue trader and crew will be up against a host of repulsive Nurgle infected and renegade servants of the Plague Gods swollen with horrific mutations. The Kill Team Rogue Trader box set is more than miniatures. It's a toolbox with something to offer every Kill Team player, from those using the system to forge thrilling narrative to diehard tournament players. At its core, the set is an adventure that pits Rogue Trader Elucia Vane against a fiendish strain of mutants in a series of narrative missions. You'll be able to use both kill teams in your campaigns and match play missions with a set of data sheets and point values for each. We'll keep going.
Stop right there. So we got her name, which is awesome, and I need to point this out. The thrilling narratives and die-hard tournament players. GW finally going for that audience that I personally love, which is the hardcore gamers, the ones that actually take this game ridiculously seriously, the ones that actually break this game, the ones that GW should have been listening to from the start. Not just the lore buffs. The lore buffs are cool and everything. You know, they want stuff from the lore that sounds neat, but on tabletop would never work. But when you get diehard tournament players actually bringing it up and talking about stats and everything, they know how to incorporate that stuff into the tabletop without it being broken. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, next part. The Kill Team Rogue Trader box. Oops, I went past that. I already did that. Essentially, you're getting 2 Kill Team starter sets in one, as well as a thematic and portable pair of kill zones. In Rogue Trader, you'll find rules, boards, and terrain for playing in the cramped confines of the Imperial Shuttle, the True Hawk, or an Imperial Shrine, as well as offering new tactical challenges. These boards make sparse but effective use of terrain, making it the perfect option for playing on the go. You'll be able to fit the entire kill zone plus your kill team and data cards into a single skirmish case. You'll even be able to use both teams in your games of Warhammer 40,000, giving you yet another use for these stunning models. Whoa, hang on.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
There it is.
They're getting rules.
I am really happy. Kill Team confirmed for 40k. Not Kill Team. Rogue Trader confirmed for 40k. Let's try to get a Rogue Trader army up and going. That right there is amazing. Holy cow. And then let's just go through the new starter sets for Kill Team itself. We have the Deathwatch, which hopefully are good in this game, because right now they're kind of bad in everything, which is really a shame, but Space Marines in general are just a little bit overcosted for what they do. This is because, well, they were one of the first codexes to be updated this edition, and codex creep is a thing. So, hopefully they're good in Kill Team. We have the Drukhari, which is kind of cool. I actually might get this kit because I want the terrain and I want some Drukhari. So, yeah.
Wait, isn't that the host of The Price is Right?
The host of The Price is Right?
Yeah, Drukhari.
Oh my god. You need to stop. These puns.
Thank you.
You said it so serious. Stop it. Hey guys, do you remember that Eldar terrain that they couldn't sell? Well, guess what? Here's your chance to buy it again. Okay, moving on from that.
Moving on.
We have the reveal of Night Veil, but I'm not too into Warhammer Age of Sigmar. I still have Marathi in a box. I just have not looked into her. We have the Endless Spells. We have a Fireball who looks kind of neat. I'm going to skip past that. We have the Speed Freaks reveal. Now, this is something that I'm interested in. And I want to point out something really quickly about this picture. Look in the corner. There is a boss. Let's zoom this out. There is a boss knob or war boss wielding a power claw riding on top of one of these things. Just pointing that out. The upper left side shows that. Also, these things look like Formula 1 race cars with freaking cannons on them. It's cooler than that.
I mean, yes. I wonder how shiny and chrome you can make them.
Very shiny, very chrome. Although this one doesn't look like, ironically, this one doesn't look that fast. This is like bizarre, but it's missing something that would make it somehow go faster.
Yeah, well, not everyone can beat the fastest.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you have to have a loser in a race. And I guess
Well,
this guy's going to be it.
I guess that one is the more firepower one, since it's painted yellow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so, reading?
Yep.
A few days ago, we pulled the covers of a recent triumph in Orkish engineering with a reveal of the new and improved Ork war buggy, or as they call it, the custom Booster Blaster.
Okay, hang on. Hang on.
Really?
God, do I love the Orks. Like,
Keep going.
okay, all right. First off, you could try to take this universe as serious as possible and go, this is the hardcore lore, and you can't break this at all. And then the Orks come along and they have somebody negotiating for the surrender of the Imperium, or they just make race cars because they get trapped outside of a hive city and just want to race.
Vroom.
Oh my god, I love the Orks. Hey guys, this is the best fight ever, isn't it? Yeah, Gosgul, you're great. Yeah, I'm kind of bored though. I'm gonna go. Wait, what? 40k Orks in a nutshell. I love them. Continue.
There's a lot more on the way for the Greenskins, with a new wave of wild and wonderful vehicles arriving this Orktober, spearheaded by Speed Freaks. Freaks spelled with 2 E's, by the way. This box set pits you against a friend in a series of death races between a variety of Orkish speedsters, including the aforementioned custom Booster Blaster and the Shock Jump Dragster, a racer that uses a shock attack technology to project itself ahead of the competition or just into anyone that looks like they need a smashing up.
Okay, so first off, shock attack gun on the back of a vehicle to make it go faster.
Yeah.
How come I imagine the Orks have already put this on their spaceships? Like, this is how the Orks truly get around the galaxy. They just light up the shock attack gun, think they're going in a certain direction, and hope for the best.
Speed Freaks, and more, will be joining us in Orktober. Until then, stand by and maybe treat yourself to a mech.
I really, really wish they said a Big Mac.
I mean, I'm just excited to see Orktober.
You know, we didn't get the Summer of Slaanesh until next year, and that's fine.
Well,
but
there's another thing coming next year, yes.
I gotta... You know, I sold off my Ork army. GW is just like, Alexis, we know if we poke and prod you, you'll get Orks again. Do it. Come on, look at them. Just put this silly Slaanesh stuff down. Get Orks. No, I don't want to get Orks. But they're the greenest and the meanest. You could say all of these childish rhymes all you want. I'm not gonna get them. Here's an awesome car. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. No. No.
You know you want
Death race. Okay, fine. I'll get a few. Well, if you're gonna have cars, you need to have bikes. And what could go better with bikes than an 18-wheeler? That's a battle wagon, like that I would run as a battle wagon with it and make the Mad Max vehicle. I'm sorry, I'm totally making a war rig. In everything that I can, I'm making a war rig. Like, I'm working on a war rig for Gaslands. Oh yeah, Space Marine Heroes now goes global. I actually have one of the Space Marine Heroes sitting on the side, sitting by my side of my desk right now. I'm still waiting to send it out to be professionally painted because I can't paint it as well. So Space Marine Heroes going global. Then at the bottom, something that Victor is probably excited about, we have Blood Bowl.
Yay! I'm gonna read this just for me, not you. Go away. Guts and Galore and Blood Bowl. Over the past year, we've seen Nurgle make his putrid mark in the 41st millennium and Mortal Realms with a fetid host of new models, so it was only a matter of time before we saw the Play God turn his attention to Blood Bowl. Nurgle's Rotters reimagine a classic Blood Bowl team in truly disgusting detail. featuring some revolting new takes on venerable classes like Rotters, like Poxwalkers, but marginally better at ball game, and, the first time in years, Pestigors. So, if you could click the picture of the team,
which I did.
We have the big fatty ones, which are the Nurgle Warriors. They're pretty much a mainstay in any team. You want all of them. The smaller ones are the Rotters, who are your blockers and casual linemen. And then we have the strangest take on the Pestigor that I have ever seen in a while, because that's supposed to be a beastman normally, but whatever the F it is now, it's something else. But
it's
yeah,
a beastman.
It is a beastman kinda, but we are missing a beast of Nurgle, which is an odd thing to leave out, because the Nurgle team can take a beast of Nurgle to play with them. And yeah, if you like playing Blood Bowl and you hate your opponent, you will play a Nurgle team, because Nurgle teams are just the worst to play against, and in some case, the worst to play with. But that's just me. So yeah, Nurgle's Rotters will be out on the way soon, sports fans, so keep an eye or 3 out. Alright, moving on. That's all I have to say to that.
The Warhammer official podcast, which I think is kind of neat. Soon my podcast will also be launching. We're just trying to figure out things with times, dates, and people going to school and whatever. So it might wait a little bit. The Emperor willing. Oh, here it is. And here is the best thing ever. They have a Condemner bolt gun. Okay? First off, 1, it has a drum barrel. It has a Condemner weapon on it. Oh, it has a Condemner crossbow. Look at this thing. It is awesome. I am so happy with this.
So, reading?
Yes.
Back at Adepticon, we revealed Sisters of Battles were coming in, if the Emperor wills it, 2019. We know you guys have been anticipating this release for years, and we want to assure you that Sisters of Battle are in the best possible hands. After looking at the first of the new generation of Adeptus Sororitas at Adepticon, today we're previewing some early images as well as exploring how miniature designers have brought this iconic range to life. So we have a Godwin Diaz pattern bolter with the drum magazine and its accompanying... Oh wait, that's the same weapon. My bad, I was just looking at it from the side.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that looks cool. The Flamer and Bolter are classic weapons, both of the Sisters of Battle and the Imperium itself, and the design team wanted to make sure that these armaments truly suited those wielding them. Based on the iconic original Bolter, the weapons borne by the Sisters of Battle have been designed to be employed by humans. The weapons carried by the Emperor's most devout warriors are as much ritual implements as they are weapons of war, and so we've squeezed all sorts of ornate detail into them, pushing our cutting-edge technology to the limit to make sure that every part of the new Battle Sisters tells a story. Take their bolters. Just as the bolt rifles wielded by the Primaris Marines were based on the iconic Godwin pattern, so too are the new... Oh, wow!
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I think that's incredible, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also, this is the first time ever that we are seeing a Condemner... not a Condemner, a Godwin Diaz pattern heavy bolter that isn't just a smaller version of the heavy bolter. So this is a different size for the heavy bolter to be wielded by humans. Continue.
Let's see. There are a bunch of distinct bolt weapons coming out too. Here are just some of them, and Alexis showed the picture. Man, they look good. Oh, they look so good.
Actually,
ooh, some of them have Inquisition symbols on them. Ooh, I like.
Yeah, I'm looking at the design of the Godwin Diaz pattern bolter. I pretty much got it spot on, almost. Yeah.
Yeah, check.
I'm a little bit off, but yeah.
Yeah, the pistol looks a bit like the grip looks a bit further in on that one.
It is.
Yeah. Alright, our designers have been pushing the design of the Sister of Battle further than ever before. While you recognize their classic armor and weapons, look closer and you'll pick up a wealth of detail we could previously only explore in art. like the reverential engravings on each of the shells of the heavy bolter, which, hot damn, that thing looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of incredible.
And of course, you'll be getting flamers. Lots and lots of flamers. It is, after all, the ideal heretic purging weapon. Based on the iconic Sisters Battle Flamer, these have been upgraded with more ornate muscle. So we have the Heavy Flamer, the Normal Flamer, and the Hand Flamer. A quite good selection of weapon.
Yep. Although we're not seeing the Inferno weapons. So I'm a little bit, yeah, I'm expecting Inferno weapons within a year.
Well, we haven't, they didn't seem to show the melta weapons here, so to be announced, I guess.
Oh, God, just look at these really quickly. Just the level of detail in each one of these is amazing. Now, I've used third-party bits for my sisters at some point. They just don't capture the grim darkness of the sisters that I want from 40K. So I'm interested to see how they compare to the actual third-party sisters that look incredible.
Right. For those who escape your wrath at range, there are plenty of close combat weapons on the way too, again based on classic designs and upgraded with new detail. There we have eviscerators, power swords, and chain swords in varying detail.
Oh, God, look at them. They're just beautiful. It's so gorgeous. The level of detail is really nice on these. All right, and
we'll have some more news on Sister of Battle and future studio previews, so watch this space. If you're still hungry for more news, join us later today for the latest reveals, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then we're at the start.
So that is everything revealed at Adepticon. God, I want to go back to Adepticon. At Warhammer Fest Europe. The thing that I'm most excited about is pretty obvious. It's Sisters of Battle. I intend to double, if not triple, my force already. I have roughly 7,000 points, so I'm looking at 21,000 for my sisters when they're finally done, when I would consider them done. I want to have 5 of every single option available. That is how I build my armies. This way I can do specific loadouts and everything and not worry about magnetization too much because I'll just have the options. Overall, I gotta say, Adeptus Titanicus is starting to catch my interest. It got Warhounds in it, so I'm probably gonna buy a couple of Warhounds. This guy is definitely interesting because I want him for Narastani. This is something that I would heavily avoid. Rogue Trader looks amazing. The models actually look really cool, and I'm really excited about that. I'm probably going to be picking up a set or 2 of these for RPG purposes for future on the channel. For the future of the channel.
I approve.
New terrain is always cool. I really do like new terrain. You guys know that I am a terrain junkie. I need all of the terrain. The trees, I actually do kind of want these. I think they're interesting enough that I do want them because they're very, very, very cool looking. I just saw a comment. I was thinking Dominions on bikes. I want Dominions on bikes. If they up their toughness to T5 with everything, that would be amazing. The Speed Freak reveal has got me interested in the Speed Freak game, as well as probably getting some more orcs for the channel. Like, not a lot, probably like 2,000 points. Just enough for an army, or a studio army.
They are going to put out some more orc releases for October, and that's going to push you over the edge. Yeah,
because I'm already thinking of a buggy army. Like, it won't be a good army. It won't be good orcs at all. But it'll be funny. It's just like, what about Repention bikes? Holy crap, that would be so cool. Oh, that would just be amazing. Even if they were toughness 4, just moving 12 inches with a chainsword, with an eviscerator, strength, with a Repentia eviscerator, which is strength 6. Yeah, I would be all over that. I'm hoping we get entire squads that can wield Condemner bolt guns, by the way. They won't be good, but I hope we get them. So...
Won't they be good? They could kill Magnus.
Everything that kills Magnus is amazing. Oh my god, could you imagine... I'm just thinking about it now. You have a division of land speeders, like, flying down the planet and everything. And then all of a sudden you just see the buggies just come in. And that's how you fight. And you constantly move the terrain like 6 inches back towards you. Or 12 inches back towards you to represent that you're actually racing down the road and you have to keep moving forward. That would be amazing. And you could actually like collide into buildings as they come towards you. Okay, you know what? I need to write that idea down because I am doing that. Anyway, so let's take a look at questions that we have right now. We didn't collect them during the live stream at all, so I do apologize. So I'm going to grab the questions that I see. The Kill Team box is a lower price from the main... Ooh! So the Kill Team box is cheaper than the Death World Forest Environment expansion. So I might actually get that.
Yeah.
Because I do like terrain.
So, yeah, if you buy the Deathwatch and the Dark Eldar, then you get both.
Yeah, and I actually want to do what Mini Wargaming did a few months back. I want to get about 2,000 points of Deathwatch, and I want my fans to write in their chapters, like their homebrewed chapters, and so long as they're not stupid, I want to add them to my Deathwatch, so we'd have things that are pretty unique. And of course, I'm going to have a Son of Garrow in there, which is going to be funny because all he's going to have is a green shoulder pad with no insignia on it.
So yes, if you do want to ask questions, type them into the chat now and we will do what we can.
Are you still doing the Quest of Knowledge with 40k Theories? I'm pretty sure Remley's actually stopped that series. It's been about 9 months, so I'm pretty sure that series is dead. If he does ask me to voice a character, sure, I'll voice the character. I would actually kind of like that. I think it would be fun. How could you drive with an eviscerator? I usually drive my car with my knees.
Well, bike.
I could ride a bike with no... I can ride my bike with no handlebars. No handlebars. Sorry.
God damn it. Let's see. Out of the blue, are you going to be playing Doom Eternal? I guess not.
If I get the game and it's sent to me, yes, I will. I'll play it on Twitch.
Ooh. What do you think? The hand flamer needs to be, well, vaguely useful.
Either strength 4 or D6 shots. The problem with the hand flamer is you get 2 of them. So that's the crazy thing about it. Yeah. And the hand flamer in every other army is completely useless, but in Sororitas is actually pretty useful.
Let's see. The 6 in movement is the Gorka Morka chase game mode. Huh.
That's where it was from. I knew where it was from. I just couldn't remember. Okay, what do we got next?
Question: when will the Chibi EgoqueenAlexis make her appearance? Well, when Scruffer gets on it.
Yeah, I plan to do a Chibi of every single race as me. So we already have the Tau. I technically have the Demon, so I have 2 out of the way. I need to do a Sororitas. I need to do an Inquisitor. I need to just go down the list.
Well, you technically have a Chibi Inquisitor, technically.
Yeah, that's true.
But not on its own.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's your opinion on the new stats and stratagems for the Space Wolves? Do you even know them?
I looked at them. I personally don't care. Space Wolves is one of those armies where it's good. It is now a good army because it has its codex, it has some unique things, and it has some stratagems to back up what it can and can't do. The problem is that they're a mockery of what a Viking actually is, and since I'm currently engaged to a Viking, I never liked the aesthetic of the Space Wolves, so I kind of just avoided them. And they're mutants anyway, and as a sororitas, I have to put them down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Advice for building a 40k army for the first time. Start small.
PM me, depending on your actual list. Let me know it, and I can start. I can help you out there and tell you what is and isn't good.
What did you think about the new TTS episode? Anything you want to point out? I have not even watched it.
I watched it. It was neat. I didn't understand the ending, but that's just me. Aside from that, I thought it was pretty good. It was an enjoyable watch.
Question, do you have an Eldar persona? Well, you technically do for that same...
Nope, we're not going to talk about Maka.
Why not?
Because that was Maka. That's not my persona. Why can't I get this?
You voiced her.
I did voice her, but no, I do intend to actually have an Eldar persona.
From Rockstar. What did I miss?
Everything.
Let's see. Why do you hate One Mind Syndicate? That's easy.
But I don't hate One Mind Syndicate. Why do everybody assume that I hate things? I just don't watch their channel because I think it's weird. I don't like that they just read the wiki. I find that a little bit boring.
Seriously, do some work. Put some effort into it.
The truth, Alexis. Speak the truth. Space Wolves are knockoff Vikings. They are. They're basically like they're the heavily glorified, crazy, furry cousin of the Viking.
They're not even Vikings anymore. They're just wolf with a wolf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Ooh. We have... Would you say the news is as exciting that time in... Oh, god damn it, Rockstar. I am obligated to read it because it is a super chat. Would you say the news is as exciting as that time in 1998 when The Undertaker threw mankind of a Hell in a Cell onto the Spanish announcer table?
Yes. Yes, I would. All right. Next one, right under it.
Can you run down a stat line and interpret it? All models in the unit may replace their rifle with an auto rifle or stock or bolter rifle. What?
What?
I don't get it.
Oh, he's asking how things work, I assume. Please PM me that on Facebook, Twitter, or if you're
Discord.
a patron, just go to my Discord and ask me there. I'm always there all the time. So yeah.
Let's see. Question: do you think Sororitas will be getting the Space Marine tanks once get fully into new Primaris vehicles? No.
No, the Adeptus Sororitas can't have a Actually, that's actually unique right now because let's put this out there. This is hypothetical. Guilliman can say that they are a militant branch once again, like fully militarized, and actually give them access to tanks and all sorts of things. So depending on how they do it, we might see Sororitas with some badass vehicles. I'm just hoping for bikes, to be honest. I really like the idea of Sisters of Battle on, like, crotch rockets. I think that would be amazing.
Yeesh.
I like crotch rockets.
Let's see. Wolf cubed confirmed?
No.
So the Wolfen are just Space Wolves. Yes.
Oh yeah, they have the angry venerable refrigerator.
Oh yeah, Wolf cubed. I get it.
Yeah.
Alexis, who would you marry, your fiance or Fulgrim? That is an awful spelling of fiance.
Fiance. Fulgrim's cool and everything, but he's a heretic.
Get right. What would you rate Skitarii Admech in the modern meta? Well, Skitarii is Admech, is meta.
Probably like tier 3. They're not really seen too much. But again, I would wait until Codex Creep settles down just a little bit. and see what we get from there.
Alright. Are you using Inquisition forces for sisters, for psychers, etc.?
No,
Okay.
actually I don't. I use
You
Space
should
Marines
probably
for...
should.
Nah, Space Marines offer way more because of their long-range firepower. I'm
No.
going to be replacing the Space Marines with a Castellan Knight very soon. So look forward to that. We're going to have House Raven represented on the battlefield, except it's going to be House Cain.
Yay. Would you get a Space Wolf army if Russ returned as a werewolf?
I would get Russ
There you go.
and a few Space Wolves, but that's it.
Let's see. Sisters of Battle jetbikes? You wish.
Sisters of Silence jet bikes is more likely because they actually do have jet bikes in the lore.
Let's see.
So in 40k, we might actually see unique units of Sisters of Silence on jet bikes with a different variety of weapons compared to the Custodians. So it would actually be interesting to see a cheaper Toughness 6 jet bike or a Toughness 5 jet bike that has, say, the plasma cannon on it, for instance, like a whole unit of plasma cannons, or a whole unit of las talons, or a whole unit of multi-meltas. So seeing them, since they're supposed to be close combat oriented, having them run in with that and having some sort of lancea or poleaxe instead of the giant spear.
Yeah, they'll get it in the Sisters of Silence Codex.
Well, more than likely we'll see an Agents of the Imperium Codex.
Ouch, how that would kind of suck for the Sisters of Silence.
Yeah.
Get ripped away from the Custodians just to be lumped in with the rest.
Hey, don't worry, sisters, you're returning to Holy Terror finally. Except we're not going to put you into Codex with the Custodians, even though you're the talent of the Emperor. We're actually just going to separate you. And then never update you again. What is the difference between a Sister of Silence and a Sister of Battle? About 2 foot. Sisters of Silence stand 7'6", clad in gold power armor that is from way before Imperial history. They were the first, if not... They were one of the first bodyguards of the Emperor. They're psychic blanks, nulls, or whatever you want to call them, soulless.
Pariahs, untouchable, that good stuff.
Yeah, there's a ton of different words for them. They're anti-psychers. They are not immune completely from corruption. They can be physically corrupted, but they cannot be mentally or spiritually corrupted.
That's not true.
No,
like,
mentally corrupted they can be. Physically corrupted they can be. Spiritually they can't be. Because they don't have a spirit.
They don't have a soul. They're all red.
Sisters of Silence also have the ability to channel their untouchableness into a nullification field that heavily affects psychers. Normal humans or normal creatures feel sick around them, usually feeling very uncomfortable or very, well, they don't want to be around them. It's kind of like seeing a fully emo goth kid that's like ugly as sin when you're in like 8th grade. It's that kind of person. You just don't want to be near them.
Yeah, they also
they make
psychers puke.
Yes, they have huge halberds that are strength 5. They have flamers and bolters, and for the most part they ride around in a rhino that does the same ability as them, which is kind of weird. And now it doesn't, which is also kind of weird. But I digress.
Well, let's ignore that.
Sisters of Battle, on the other hand, are based entirely off of the Sisters of Silence, but they were made during the Age of Apostasy. They were made as a militant arm heavily devoted to the Emperor. Their zealot nature actually made them completely immune to pain for the most part. Their spirits are very powerful and are very resistant to corruption, but they still can be corrupted, i.e. Mariel Sabathiel. Their weapons and armor are a mirror of that of the Imperial soldiers, as well as their battle tactics, though they do go on great crusades, and they are in a much larger... there's much more of them to a order than there is a Space Marine chapter to a chapter. Where Space Marine chapters are 1,000, Sisters of Battle are 10,000 per. There are 6 main branches of the Sisters of Battle, and their weapons, armor, and equipment has to be earned. It is all custom made from them, from the forges. Their armor is custom made from Mars. Their weapons and armor are actually made... Their weapons are made on Badab. Or at least heavily rumored to be made on Badab.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, they're now made on Mars.
Yeah, you also skipped a tiny bit of the origin.
What did I skip?
The Brides of the Emperor.
Yeah, there was Zealots. Whatever. The Brides of the Emperor was, like, literally a cliff note.
Well, yeah, it's an important cliff note, though. Like, they used to be the bodyguards of Goj Vandire.
Yeah, Age of Apostasy garbage. It's not really important.
Well, I hope that becomes the next series after the Horus Heresy. Alright, let's see. Next question. Commentary guy. Question to you. Do you train your deep voice? Are you a speaker/radio commentator? No?
No, I just have a deeper voice. My entire family does.
No, that question was directed at me.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
No, I don't train my deep voice. This is how I sound. I'm not a public speaker, and no, I don't work in radio.
He should.
Should I? I don't have a face for radio.
What?
Ah, gotcha. Moving on. What color is invisible to orcs?
There is no color invisible to orcs. There was rumors from a White Dwarf magazine a long time ago about somebody who said every single color has a different ability. The only confirmed colors to have ability is blue, yellow, and red.
What about black and white? The checker mark.
Checker mark is literally translated to death or deaf, which is the orc spelling of it. So DEFF.
That has a meaning. Let's see. If you could build your personal rogue trader kill team, what would your team consist of?
I probably wouldn't do a rogue trader kill team. I'd probably do a dark heresy kill team.
Ooh,
so
I like that.
We're gonna have to see how that works out and everything. So we just have to wait and see.
Let's see. Do you or your fiancé, properly spelled this time, watch the TV show Vikings? No. Though we should. It's good.
I haven't either, but I can literally just watch my Viking and be happy with that. In fact, you can watch him do Viking stuff on the vlog that when I went and saw him in Iceland.
Yeah. So we should probably watch that in future, babe. And if so, what do you think of it? Haven't watched it yet. And which 40k character, apart from Magnus, would you give a Blood Eagle? Any Chaos character? Period?
No.
You don't know do you know what a Blood Eagle is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, Sisters of Silence are just a big FU to Siege? Yeah, in all fairness.
Yeah, they are.
What Warhammer weapon would have put into the game girl's front line, and what would they look like? What?
I'm really confused by that question. Please reword it.
Yeah. I'm a guy, but not a gay, and I love your voice. Ha ha. Thanks.
Oh my god.
Radio is dying.
Orcs can't see purple because it's sneaky, right? No, that is actually not canon. That was said by one of the designers, but it was said by a designer in a White Dwarf, and it's never appeared in 40k.
It's kind of a semi-canon thing. Like, if you want to believe it is, then there's nothing stopping you from saying that.
Yeah, but it's one of those things, it's just like, meh.
Yeah, it's kind of Sisters of Purification thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see, which is cooler, 3 Nurglings in a greatcoat or sunglasses with a drink in his hand Nurgling?
Or...
sunglasses, drink in his hand Nurgling, obviously.
He's got a martini.
He does. Although I don't think those are actually Nurglings. I think they're just, like, mutants. Like, mutants with metal helmets. I don't think they're demons.
Maybe.
Yeah. But whatever he is enjoying life.
Definitely.
Isn't that that's what Nurgle demons, mutants, anything Nurgle is? They kind of enjoy themselves.
They really do. Like, that's the Chaos God you want to fall to if you just want to be happy for eternity.
Not mope.
I mean,
She'd be miserable for the rest of eternity. Yeah, oh boy. Alexis, in the app game Girls Front Line, do you even know what that is?
No idea.
There are characters all based off guns. What Warhammer weapon would you want, and how would she look? Like, we have no frame of reference for this. Sorry.
I actually do. I actually know what it is, but I want to show you guys something. This is literally the only app game I have on my phone.
Oh, it's the dinosaur game.
Yep. There are no
that
other
dinosaur
real
game
apps.
steals my girlfriend's attention, my fiance's attention. Boo.
Babe, you played Darkest Dungeon for 11 hours.
Yeah, but that was not in bed.
I don't think they should know about that.
What, did you play apps?
Anyway,
did you play phone games in bed?
The Sister Battle have war bikes? No. If not, would that be a good idea? Yes. I really want Repentia on war bikes. I want Retributors on bikes with a sidecar with a heavy bolter in it.
Ooh, that would be cool. Seriously, like, sisters are fast. Just give him more speed. Gotta go fast.
They are an incredibly fast army. I like how people are arguing with me. They're like, sisters aren't broken. Stop saying that. And I'm like, repressors. And they're just like, just because they have one broken thing doesn't make their army. I'm like, yes, it does. Because everyone in their army can get inside it.
See, Alexis? Rockstar has my back. Also, playing 11 hours of Darkest Dungeon made him money via Super Chat. Ha, get wrecked. Oh yeah, for those wondering about Darkest Dungeon streams, I'm planning one for next Monday, so watch this space.
Alexis, if you ran an all-vehicle army, no infantry or non-vehicle units, what would you run it as? Guard or Space Marines, more than likely, mostly because those are the only armies that I have.
Can you make a legal all-vehicle army?
Yeah.
What counts as infantry?
You don't need infantry.
What
you do is you take 2 armored spearhead detachments. You take 2 company commanders, 2 commanders in Leman Russes, and then you just take 6 Leman Russes for each one. That is a legal army.
Oh yeah, that's right.
With Space Marines, you can do it with Ultramarines. You just have to take the company Cassius. No, not Cassius. I know him. Cronus. Sergeant Cronus and a Predator. And then just take a ton of heavy vehicles.
Let's see. Could the skirmish game community get diluted by all the overload of new Games Workshop games? Will there still be enough players left to make each one worth getting into? You can, of course, use... Like, Kill Team can be upgraded into a 40k game. So... It's not like they're eating their own player base.
No, they're really not. The only thing that might be considered doing that is Titanicus. Because that can't be used outside of Titanicus. Yeah,
that is a standalone proprietary game. You can't use it with anything else, and it only works with itself. So yeah. How powerful is a Drukhari Coven army if built right with no allies?
Oh my god, I don't want to talk about it. It is a turn 1 I tabled you because of all the crazy shenanigans they can pull. But if they don't get that, like they...
fall apart?
My army is a really, really, really good glass cannon. It runs at you and usually overwhelms you in Meltafire. So if I were to go up against Dark Eldar, it's really a 50-50 on who wins and how terrain is placed. So what really matters is, before the game even sets down a single model, is terrain placement, which is a huge part of the game that a lot of people overlook. And you need to make sure that you have ample coverage for your models. Otherwise, Drukhari will just wipe you off the table. Otherwise, my list will wipe you off the table because of how quick and how effective we are at first turn, first turn assaults. But a Drukhari army is actually really powerful. Frontline Gaming had a big article about it. I highly suggest you check out Frontline Gaming. They're really good with the tournament scene and everything. Tell Pablo I sent you. And tell him to roll better for my 1 dice that I stole from him.
I
didn't steal it, we traded.
Yeah, whatever. Let's see. Ooh, I like this next one. Would you rather get a full army for free or have gotten that dress in Queen's Court?
Full army for free.
Ah, boo.
I'm gonna get that damn dress. I'm gonna go back and kill that person for that damn dress.
Yeesh.
Don't say no to a Lockwood.
Calm yourself. Let's see. For Vicky and Alexis, if you could pilot a mechanical animal, what would it be?
Like a Zero Jaeger.
Oof.
Only some people will get that.
Gorilla, I guess. Yes, the animal can be an extinct one. Ooh, an extinct one. Damn. That kind of opens it up.
How many Land Raiders for a Space Marine army? None. They're terrible. Don't get them. Don't waste your money. They are the worst unit in the current game right now. They are just... Keep in mind, I have 8 Land Raiders for multiple armies. I have one for Custodians, one for Grey Knights, one for Sisters of Battle that I made as a joke, which actually got put into my Primaris Space Marine army because of the same color scheme. 3 for my normal Space Marines, 1 in my bits box and 1 unbuilt. I don't use them because they're so bad. If they just gave them the Titanic keyword and the Titanic special rules so that they can bounce out of combat and still fire and everything, they would be amazing. But no, they don't have that. So you tap them and they're completely useless and 400 or 500 points wasted.
But Alexis, they can't back up and shoot.
Yeah, they're garbage because of that.
Yeah, they should probably change that. As a demon of Slanesh, I worry about my elder girlfriend. Is there any way I can protect her soul from Mommy Slanesh? Spirit Stone.
Spirit Stones, or have her just... what are those called? Not Exodites, Croneworlders. There's an entire...
Those are...
Yeah, there's multiple Slanesh dedicated Eldar forces.
Yeah,
technically, the Drukhari are Eldar worshippers.
Not quite. They go out of their way to not fall to Slanesh.
Details. Repulsor, yeah, better than a Land Raider in every single way, unfortunately. Zoids, somebody got it. Somebody got it. I am so happy that you got the reference.
Boo.
God, I loved it. Loved it when Inuyasha piloted a giant robot that shot missiles at mechanical animals. Especially when he did Adamant Barrage while doing Strike Laser Claw.
Which 40k army is the hardest army to master, but once you do it, can it be deadly?
This is the battle.
Oh, okay, never there. There you go. Even if you're just starting to collect, no Land Raiders? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. If you're going for collection, go for effective units first. If you're starting Space Marines, what I would get is avoid Dreadnoughts as they're mediocre at best. Go for, and I hate saying this, go for Primaris. They're better than normal Space Marines in terms of infantry and they're cost effective. But if you're going with a regular Space Marine army, here's the things that I suggest. No Tactical Marines, because they're garbage. Get 3 boxes of Scouts with sniper rifles. I really like sniper rifles. They're good for picking out cheap targets. Get a Captain with a jump pack, Thunderhammer, Storm Shield. And get Devastators. Or get Assault Marines. Or Bikes. No, Bikes aren't really too effective. Terminators are garbage. Hellblasters are really good. Basically, Space Marines have their heavy support options that are really good. And that's kind of it. Don't get drop pods. Drop pods are useless. God, Space Marine Codex is just bad, isn't it? That's strictly Space Marines. That is not Dark Angels or Blood Angels. Dark Angels and Blood Angels are really good. Space Wolves are eh. They're up there. Grey Knights are meh as well. And Deathwatch is bad. Alright, next question.
I don't want to ask that. I have no idea what it means.
Ask it. Ask it. Ask it.
You instantly become a Neko. What anime features do you have? I don't know.
Cute cat ears. And that's about it.
Ooh. What about Death Guard? What should I get?
You should get the butt end of my las cannon in your face as I fire it and evaporate your entire body.
You use las guns?
Las cannons.
Ah.
You can bash somebody with a las cannon.
Probably. I wouldn't do it.
No, but for the for Death Guard, actually get the starter set. Get the one with Primaris Marines in it. And trade those off to...
Marine. Oh yeah.
Yes, they are, Victor.
The opposites.
So what you want to get is a bunch of... Get that starter set. I can't remember what it's called right now. Dark Imperium. Get the Dark Imperium set. Split it with a friend. Give him the Primaris Marines. Get that, and then get the next two sets after that, which is the next two starter sets, which gives you more Plague Marines, more Cultists, and another drone. And yeah, you pretty much have a decent army for Death Guard. Like, the Death Guard are actually really easy to collect.
I want to help my friend get into Chaos. He's competitive, so which is the best right now? Is Chaos even good?
Yes, Chaos Soup is really competitive, if done correctly. So look up Chaos Soup lists and see what's going out to be competitive. But we are going to end this stream in a little bit, so if you have any last-minute questions, please ask them now.
Or if you just want me to read out silly things, you can do that too. Extra silly things require super chat.
Extra silly things? Like, what extra silly things would you say?
Trust me, the chats will think of something.
Oh my god, that's silly.
They will.
Alright, so there is nothing. I'll give it another, like, 30 seconds-ish, and we'll see what happens.
Let's see.
No, but Victor, what about you? What are you interested in this?
In the live blog?
Yeah.
Pretty much everything that you're not interested in.
That's good.
Which is Blood Bowl and some of the Age of Sigmar stuff, but then again, how do I put this? I was hoping there'd be more RPG news, but they don't have any there. I guess they don't cover that bit.
Alright, here's a question. Are Renegades Knights good without a real codex? Answer, yes, as long as you take 3 of them. Single knight is bad, 3 knights really good. Are Tau good? They're decent. I've seen some good lists, but there are problems with them once they get engaged. They're pretty easy to beat. I did actually lose to Tau with Space Marines. I do want to play against them with my Sisters of Battle and see how they fare. So we'll just have to wait and see. I don't really know too much about Tau in the competitive scene. Do the World Eaters need a hug? God, yes. Also, I want to get some Sisters of Battle stuff. Ooh. Buy the Sister with a Meltagun and buy that 12 times. And then buy a Sister with a Bolter. Buy that 12 times. And then buy a Sister with a Heavy Bolter and buy that 12 times. And then buy a bunch of Sister Superiors. Chop off their weapons and give them combi weapons and power weapons. That's pretty much a Sister Battle Army. Then buy a bunch of Repressors off of Shapeways. I mean, buy them officially that haven't been made in years.
Or just wait. Up to you, really. I
saw another one. Is the wolf named after Ulfar still alive? Yes, it is. Which are the best vehicles to get for Space Marines? Predators. Predators are their only really good vehicle. Vindicators are completely useless. Whirlwinds are actually pretty decent because they're cheap and low points. Yeah, Predators are really good. Everything else is kind of mediocre. Are there female Necron Lords? Probably. Nothing saying that there's not.
We just can't tell because, you know...
Metal skeletons.
Living metal, yeah. All that
I actually have a female Necron Lord.
You do?
Yeah.
Where?
It's in my collection. It's on my shelf.
Ooh, nice. anything else?
Nope, that is it. So we are going to wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of out of nowhere live stream because of the reaction to everything that happened. I'm really excited about the future of 40K. My wallet isn't. My wallet is actually screaming at me. I had to put it in a safe box that was like soundproofed and everything because it wouldn't stop yelling at me. Because I have so much stuff to get. I'm still trying to pay for my Kill Team box, which is Mechanicum versus Genestealer Cult, and I'm still trying to grow that army out. And I'm still working on my fiance's army as well. When is the next Queen's Court? That would be Sunday. It is always on Sundays. Egoquation is now on Saturdays. Egoquation is the future of Queen's Court in a separate sort of timeline thingy. So yeah, sorta. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I want to thank Victor for being here with me and getting the questions and reading the article. So, as always, I'm Alexis the Ego Queen. I love you guys. Bye.